Everyone is speaking out about this as Chet Holmgren did not have a great game against the Denver Nuggets. And really, a lot of players didn't have a good game. Daigneault didn't coach a good game against the Denver Nuggets in round two, game one there, as the Thunder ended up losing 121 to 119. They should have won that game. They were up by double digits for a majority of that second half, yet somehow they ended up losing that game. A lot of questions about fouling while up 3 there, especially on Denver's side of the court there, Denver's half of it. Chet Holmgren missing those 2 free throws at the end of the game, along some players just not shooting the 3-ball well whatsoever. Players trying to shoot out of a slump. It's just not going well whatsoever for OKC, and they need to change something about their game plan going into this. But it's really 2 big things that have to be figured out. It's got to be the rebounding. That's the big thing right now. You have to figure out the rebounding, and you have to figure out how to be a better three-point shooting player and team. So I'm going to break down everything that's been said going into this, people that have been talking about it as well, along with what I think needs to be done to solve some of these problems. Before we get into all of that, though, I'm Bryson Akins, host of Thunder Digest over here. Let's go ahead and get into this right here. Around 63% of you guys not subscribed to the channel. Once again, as always, bring this to attention here. If you guys enjoyed the content, you find yourself coming back on a regular basis and you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do it. It's a free thing to do. It's super simple and easy to do as well. Just go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. It's the best way to defeat that YouTube algorithm and get this video pushed out to more Thunder fans. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about what needs to be done to fix these 2 major problems ahead of Game 2 here in just a few hours by the time I'm recording this and it gets uploaded. So, first thing first, there is an article published by Sports Illustrated over, just like I think a day ago, talking about these problems that are going on, especially the rebounding problem. So we'll go ahead, get into that immediately here. Boom! What we saw in the regular season was a direct beneficial effect from that pickup as the Thunder catapulted itself from bottom 5 rebounding team in the league to nearly cracking the top 10. Talking about the addition of Isaiah Hartenstein. Okay, that's what it's all about right now. Hartenstein led Oklahoma City in rebounding with 10.7 boards in 57 games, and Holmgren trailed with 8 rebounds on average in 32 games. It seemed to be very fruitful as evidenced in the regular season, but after a first-round sweep over the Memphis Grizzlies, leading into a Game 1 loss at home against the Denver Nuggets in round 2, could the Thunder still have an issue? Oklahoma City grabbed just 43 rebounds to Denver's 63. The team was out-rebounded by 20 rebounds in Game 1. In the 2-point loss. Hartenstein and Holmgren combined for just 15 rebounds as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in that category with 10 of his own. Shai almost had a triple-double. He was 2 assists shy of a triple-double in Game 1. And the fact that he's leading the team in rebounding is crazy to think of. There's no reason Shai or any of our guards should lead in rebounding. Hartenstein and Holmgren should be getting close to 10 rebounds each game and dominating the boards and making it where all our guards and wings can get around 5 to 6. That's what they should be doing, all right? It just comes down to them not boxing out well enough. That's what it is. You just got to box out better. You got to be a little bit more physical. That's my big thing, all right? That's how you fix the rebounding problem, in my opinion, right there from what I was seeing. Chet got banged up early on in that game against Aaron Gordon. Dort got elbowed in the head by Nikola Jokic. Denver was just playing more physical and more aggressive than the Thunder. So, of course, the Thunder felt a little bit scared. They didn't want to get injured. The only player that wasn't really showing that in the game was Alex Caruso and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Those are the only 2. Aaron Wiggins as well, I would say, wasn't really shying away from contact and going in for boards, okay? Jalen Williams did have something to say about it, though. Here's what was said, all right, when asked what Oklahoma City could improve on in order to perform better on the glass. And I really love this response. I will go ahead and say that. A lot of people are mixed about it. I think this was the perfect response in that scenario. A very valid question. Jalen Williams had a snarky response as he mimicked an old press conference from then Baylor forward Taurean Prince. Box out, Williams said. Go with 2 hands and grab that. Don't stand and watch. Williams, who shot just 5 of 20 from the field and 2 for 9 from 3 in the game, did not take the question serious despite the Thunder having some serious woes in that area. While this team may pride itself on camaraderie and lack of egos, and nonchalant mentality may not be very beneficial in the long run. Nathan Aker did go on to say that, this press conference, what he said is not a kind of showing of his mentality and what he's going to do on the court in the next game. He's not going to play snarky or have an ego. I do think that is the perfect response from Dub. I don't get why people are hating on him for that. He's being himself, and we love him for who he is, So why are we hating on him for that kind of response? That is a perfect response in that scenario. How do you rebound better? He answered it. You box out and he gave the Torian Prince speech. You box out, you go up there and grab the board. That's how you get a rebound and you rebound better. There's not much else you can say to that. That is the perfect response. Okay? That's it. He said you gotta be more aggressive. Gotta box out, you gotta go up and grab a rebound. That's how you rebound better. That's the fact of the matter. Okay? Now I do think he needs to shoot better instead of trying to shoot out of a slump. I will say that. Still, people hating on him for that response? People hating on Chet Holmgren for the 2 missed free throws he had? No. You can't pin that loss all on one player. It is a whole team effort. The only 2 players I really saw that played fantastic that game, that you were like, okay, this loss is not on them, were Alex Caruso and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and you could also throw Dort in there if you want. So 3 players right there where I'm like, yeah, the loss isn't completely on them. Okay, everyone else could have done something a little bit better. Specifically rebounding, like we just mentioned. Now, the second thing, the 3-point shooting. I want to go ahead and bring up 2 very specific game logs that we've seen in the playoffs so far from 2 players, okay? The first one here, this is Chet Holmgren. This is Chet Holmgren's game logs, okay? You can see in the final game against Memphis, he went 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 4 from deep. Not great whatsoever. He had some better games against Memphis as well. That game 3 against Memphis, he started off horribly in the first half. The second half, he really picked it up, went 5 of 10 from deep. He looked like a completely different player and, kind of helped out for the comeback right there. Every other game kind of doing well. Against Denver, 5 of 11 from the field and 0 of 3 from deep. It's not going to cut it. 2 of 4 from free throw line. Those last 2 that he missed are the only 2 that he missed that game. Very unfortunate to see. But there's also some other things. Like, he played defense well. Yes, he had 4 blocks. He played defense well. He's got to rebound better. But overall, 3-point shooting, yes, he's shooting 38% in the series right now. You can see down there. He's got to be good for 2 threes a game, though. That's what he's got to be good for. He's proven that before in previous games where he's gone 3 of 4, 3 of 8, 5 of 10. You see right there. But then 0 for 7 in the last 2 games, that's not going to cut it. You have to shoot better as someone that's known for having a good 3-point shot. That's the fact of the matter. He just does. Point blank simple. He has to shoot better. Another player that has to shoot better that I have not seen do very well besides for 1 or 2 games in the playoffs so far is Isaiah Joe. Let's go in and look at it. This is his game log, okay? Granted, he's playing on average 16, 15 minutes a game right now, so he's not getting a lot of time. That first game, 2 of 5 from deep. That, plays 40%, then 1 of 5. He's once again, this is a guy that you got to see making 2 to 3 3-pointers a game from him. That's what he's meant to do. He's not meant to be out there playing good defense, passing the ball around. You need him to get open, use these off-ball screens and cutting ability, and get open behind the perimeter and knock down your open 3-point attempts. He needs to be going 40%. He shot 41% from 3 in the regular season. Now look in the playoffs. He's only shooting 35%. That's dropped down by 6% right there. He's got to be a more efficient 3-point shooter. I know we have a small sample size of only 5 games right now. Only 5. 0 of 4, though, from 3. It's literally, he makes 1 more 3, the Thunder win. Say the same about Chet. You can say the same about a bunch of players. J-Dub going 2 of 9 from deep. If he makes 1 more 3, the Thunder win that game. That's what it came down to. Those are the 2 main reasons Thunder lost. And yes, I know Mark Daigneault did not make some great coaching adjustments against the Nuggets in that second half as well. I know it could have been better. I know people have a lot of things to say about the fouling up 3 scenario that he's been talking about quite a bit. Still, fact of the matter is, those are the 2 biggest things that lost the Thunder that game. The rebounding and 3-point shooting, as you can see right here. All right, Joe's just got to be a better 3-point shooter, or I hate to be this guy, and I'll talk about it in a future video if you guys want. But if this keeps up, you might see him traded in the offseason if the Thunder don't win at all. Because of these kind of shooting performances. He's very streaky. 1 of 5 to all of a sudden going 3 for 6. That, we don't need that. We need someone that's for sure going to give you 2 to 3 3-pointers a night on 40% shooting. That's what we saw in the regular season. Where is it now? Where is it? It's disappeared in game 1, and it's disappeared in crucial games from him. We saw it last year in the playoffs, all right? And it's getting to the point where I might want to, take away some of his minutes and give it to someone who I think's been playing a little bit better, and stat showed a little bit as well. Aaron Wiggins. Granted, all right? He did not make a single 3. He went 0 for 6 in the last 3 games against Memphis. You don't need him to shoot the 3 ball. He can give you some 3s. He can. I want to see him take more shots personally. Only 1 shot in 14 minutes against the Nuggets. I want to see him put up 5 or 6. Give him the ball a little bit more, all right? He gave us 4 rebounds. He played great defense as well against Denver. I want to see him play a little bit more potentially. Look at that. Game 1, 26 minutes. He went 8 of 15 from the field, 4 of 7 from deep, 21 points. All right. He's going to give you a bucket inside. He will give you a bucket inside in the paint. He'll drive in, get to the line, and finish through contact. All right. He's a great playmaker and creating his own shot. We saw that in Game 3 as well, or not Game 3, Game 4 as well against the Memphis Grizzlies. He went 0-3 from deep. Yes. He had 9 points though somehow. Going 3-7 from the field. He doesn't need the three-point shot. He can drive in and get a bucket. Joe, his best asset is the three-point shot. He's gotten a lot better at driving and finishing. But look at Wiggins here, all right? He's shooting 36% from three, 1% better than Isaiah Joe. I know. Small sample size here. He's only taken 14 threes as well. He shot 30% in that first series. Small sample size, but still, I think he has been a better player than Joe so far in the playoffs in all aspects of the game. I want to see him play a little bit more and Joe minutes go down a little bit less. And also see Alex Caruso potentially even start tonight for the Oklahoma City Thunder. But that's all I got. A little bit of a rant from me for you guys today. Let me know what you guys personally think about my opinions to solve this. My thoughts on J-Dubs, how he responded to the press conference, because I think that is the perfect way to respond to a question like that. It's kind of a redundant question. How do you rebound better? It's simple. You box out and go up and grab the rebound. Like, how else are you supposed to respond to that? And also, let me know what you guys personally think about me saying Aaron Wiggins should get some more minutes and Isaiah Joe a little bit less. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next video.